Welcome to the Community Forum. My name is John Guglieltino and I'm your host. This evening we're going to be changing gears and we're going to be bringing the Hispanic Center back to give us like an annual report. In fact, we're going to be doing it a little more frequently in the coming year than this on what's going on down there. There's a number of activities, and with me tonight is Eva Colon, who's the Executive Director. We've got Candy Caldwell, who's the this event coordinator. There's an event coming up shortly. And then we have Camilla Fadul, who's one of the board members and also the, I like to call him the webmaster. So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I had to get that one in. First of all, Eva, tell us a little bit about yourself. As I know you've been in, I know about you, but they don't know you. There's people that's coming and going here all the time in Danbury, Richfield, and Bethel. So a little bit about your background and how you got to the Hispanic Center.
Well, thank you, John, once again for having me on your show. I've been with the center for about 1.5 years now, and I come from the Bridgeport area. I have a background in community economic development and nonprofit work in the social service arena. And so coming to the Hispanic Center has been a great pleasure to come in and work with the community at large. We have several programs that we have at the center, specifically to the Hispanic community. We have 3 general areas, so education, health, and case management or legal program. And I'll tell you a little bit about each.
Well, I was going to get the identifications in first, and then we can get into the questions.
Okay.
Candy, a little bit about your background and also how you got to the Hispanic Center.
Okay, thank you, John, for having me. I'm a Danbury resident, and I'm a sales director with Mary Kay Cosmetics, and I work with people in the Danbury, greater Danbury area, and I came to the Hispanic Center with wanting to help out in lots of different areas, and chairing a event is one of them that I like.
You're currently doing.
Yeah, and the public relations part.
Okay, very good. And Camilo?
Hey, John. Good to see you again.
Okay.
And I'm also work here in the Danbury area. I've joined the center as a board member a little bit more than a year ago. And among all the other duties that we get involved with, like you said, administering the website.
themselves into the community.
Now, how often do you do these workshops? Are they from time to time? I know that you did one last, like I think it was August or something. Right.
We have them periodically. Clients come in and ask us when we're going to have them. We have attorneys who ask us if we would assist them with putting them together. Other programs will come out to us and ask us where we collaborate with them. And when those opportunities come up, we definitely seize those opportunities to again educate and raise awareness in the Hispanic community.
Okay. You're initiating, or you're trying to initiate, I should say, some activities with youth. You know,
yes.
Trying to get them more active in the, be like the center of the world, so to speak. You know, is hey, you can come here if you got an Hispanic background, or other groups also. It could be Brazilians. It's not just for Hispanics. Any immigrant is welcome, right?
Anyone.
Right.
You don't even have to be of a Hispanic or Latino background. We have folks who walk in the door who are not, who speak English just as well as you and I do. But they're confused about what's going on and what resources exist in the immediate community. So again, we serve as a referral, an information and referral resource for the community.
So something I was remiss, I should have started it off, and that's, you're more of a social service agency than you're a club. And there's some people up there that think that, oh, there's some kind of a club or some kind of a you know, some type of a house, this mysterious thing is going on in this house there on West Street, as opposed to being a social service agency.
We are a social service agency. We are not a club. We are not a civic organization in that regard.
Right.
We're definitely a provider of service, and again, information and referral, connecting people, linking people to the right resources, educating ourselves as to what's available, what's in the system, what's in the city, what's coming in, so that we again can be those information specialists, if you will, in the community for the Hispanic, Latino, and other individuals as well.
Now, how long has there been an Hispanic Center? I know the answer to that, but I'm testing you.
The Hispanic Center actually was started back in 1967. So it's really interesting. It's been around for over 40+ years, so it's not an overnight sensation. It's been something that's been in the works for many years.
For the first 10 years or so, I think they called it the Spanish Learning Center, but then...
Absolutely. It's had a couple name changes along the way.
Right.
But we are the Hispanic Center of Greater Danbury, Inc. We serve the 10-town region in the Danbury area.
Okay. Now, there's a number of events that happened during the course of the year, and I'm not 100% sure if Candy or who's going to cover what, but maybe you can give us like an overview, and then we can talk about the one that's coming up soon. The different things that go on, maybe starting at the beginning of the year, since we are at the beginning of the year, relatively speaking, and then going forward to the end of the year, on a month-to-month basis, what are some of the activities that go on? Do you want to cover that?
You want to cover? I'll cover. Okay. Well, actually, at the beginning of the year, which is something you want to cover now, would be the breakfast. If you want to.
Well, we'll just touch on it, and then we're going to go back.
Right, but the health fair.
The health fair.
You want to talk about?
We had the health fair that happened. We had our first health fair in the history of the Hispanic Center this past September. We had over 200 participants. We had it actually. Our Lady of Guadalupe Church hosted our first fair. And it was a success.
You had screenings.
We had screenings. We had other service providers in the community providing information and raising awareness in the community that participated, and it was incredible. You know, we provided freebies for individuals to come in. We had one physician who also happens to be a board member, Dr. Yvette Diaz, who was there providing on-site blood pressure screenings and so forth. And it was again a huge success in having people come in for the first time to the church, or being a member of that church and receiving services right on site. So it was awesome, you know, to see that happen. That was in September. We also had our gala in October. That's our annual largest fundraiser we have. It was hosted at the Danbury Plaza, and we had close to 200 participants participate in this event to raise funds for the Hispanic Center, and we had a silent auction going on at the same time. And then now coming around to the spring, we're going to have our recognition breakfast, which is held annually, where we recognize individuals in the community who have helped the center in one way or another promote our mission through education, health, and legal and advocacy. And that's where we're currently at right now.
Okay. I thought there was a couple other
there was
things.
a Three Kings. We had a Three Kings event in January,
Right.
where we had about close to 200 children participate there.
That's like
And
Little Christmas.
yes,
There's a lot of people out there that understand that. You know, there's Russians, some Italians. You know, there's a number of people that are out there that understand that.
Right.
So approximately January 6th or so
Right.
is
is the Three Kings festivities.
That's the naming of the Christ child at that time, but that's like to Russians that actually is Christmas, you know, and I'm not sure how that jives, but that they call that the Three Kings holiday, right?
Right.
And you have the kids, you give toys out.
We give toys out to the children, and again, we had close to 200 children participate.
Okay.
It was held at the Elks Lodge. We had a wonderful time with the kids in the magic show, and some dancers from the Ecuadorian Civic Center, the children's dance company, were there to entertain the children. So it was a phenomenal event, and that happens every year. It's a yearly event for the Hispanic Center.
Right. And then I thought there was a car wash or something. Maybe the memory's going.
We haven't had a car wash in over a year.
Okay. But
before my time. It was before my time.
Yeah. I'm always whitewashing things, so I figured there was a car wash. Okay. I thought I just missed it this past year. And then the upcoming event is the breakfast.
The annual breakfast.
The 5th annual, or is it the 6th annual breakfast? Yeah. It should be the 6th one.
It's the 6th one. Well, as you know, I'm fairly new, and I'm going to chair this event at the Ethan Allen Inn, and it will be April 3rd. And the Hispanic Center is a nonprofit organization, so anyone that would like to donate.
We can't get them because of Comcast rules. We can't get into a solicitation. I'm sorry, but we can talk about. It's going to be April 3rd, and it's at the Ethan Allen.
It's at the Ethan Allen Inn.
Right.
And it's from 7 to
7 to 9 or
7:30 to 9 a.m.
Okay.
And it's actually a recognition breakfast.
Okay. So how are you going to recognize people? Are people going to write into your website and suggest people, or you've already thrown darts and you got some people already?
Well, I think
okay.
on that part.
Historically, what happens, folks in the community make recommendations for folks who, again, have been working with the Hispanic Center, experiences that we've had with organizations and individuals as well. So we sort of put the names in the hat, and we like to recognize people in the different areas so that we don't forget folks.
I hope it's a tall hat.
But the goal is to identify someone in each of the categories, in education, health, and legal, and advocacy, where we can recognize someone for the work that they've done and help us promote our mission.
Okay, so that's going to be on that date. And there's information on your website, so let's give you a website at this time.
There it is on the website.
Right.
And Camilla will...
since you don't recall exactly, we'll go to Camilla. Who's the webmaster? We'll say and then we'll get back to you and talk about it.
Sure. We invite everyone to visit our website, HispanicCenterofDanbury.org, HispanicCenterofDanbury.org. There is a lot of information in the website regarding the breakfast. Everything is explained in there, and we really hope that everyone can see it and participate.
Right. Now, could you tell us, you have some other things you want to talk about? You're going to have, what type of activities are you going to have at the breakfast? Are you going to have like a silent auction?
We're having a silent auction.
We can't mention prices, but we can talk about what's going to happen.
Okay. So we have a raffle going.
You're going to raffle, silent auction, and you're going to have tables.
And then we'll have tables.
And hopefully you have chairs also.
And we're going to have lots of people. We expect over 200.
Okay.
And then we have little goodie bags that we'll be giving away as
Goodie
well.
bags is something new.
It is.
Oh, okay.
It's a
All
new
right.
fun thing.
That's a different thing. Okay. And okay. And then now we'll go to Camilo, and you're going to tell us about the website.
Well, the website is an ongoing effort.
Okay.
It evolves with the center. We keep it updated. We post in there the latest information of what's going on with the center, schedules for our programs, for classes. We are
All the
right
programs,
now,
all
all the programs are in there. All the classes that we're giving away are in there. The computer classes are forming now, so we also invite the community to log in into our website and check out those schedules and call the center to ask for more information. The ESL classes are also forming, so again, come to our website and check out all the information that is in there. We have added new parts to the website. We want to join the community through it, and right now there is a news in Spanish section that is been in there. It's been under test for a while, so it is out totally for everybody to check it out. And we have newspapers that are feeding headlines from different countries like Mexico, Colombia, Ecuador, Argentina, Dominican Republic. If you don't see your newspaper in there, contact us and we'll try to find your newspaper and put it on our website as well. We want to make of that website a single point for connecting our community in there, in the Danbury area. We have new features.
Is there like a suggestion area there where somebody can write in?
There are suggestions. There is a suggestion area. There is the contact page is open. You have 3 points of contacts. You can contact Eva directly as executive director. You can contact the board as a board member. It's going to be receiving those emails, or you can contact me as the webmaster, among other things. And and your suggestions will be received very pleasantly. And we have added other features. For example, in the past, we were not able to have our own pictures in our own website. We have to outsource that to free services. Now we are able to do that on our website. So what we have done is we had it for all of those that are curious about the Three Kings celebration, for example. That was the latest edition. It's right on our website. It is very easy to browse, and I bet you are going to find it interesting.
Well, something new has been added.
Quite a bit.
That's good.
I don't know if I could because of the Comcast regulations, but
well,
I'm very excited.
We can't mention a price.
All right, so I'm very excited about our donation module coming out in our website pretty soon. We have been working on it for a while. It's finally ready to go out public, and it might be out there for everybody to see it at the beginning of March.
All right, so
now people can come and donate.
All the information you want is there on the website.
There.
So that we can do. We can advertise on the website. Okay. Maybe they hit the high points again, and also maybe give some examples of what we go through on a day-to-day basis. Any interesting cases that have happened in the last several weeks? The areas that you cover, that you're aware of. People that came back. Boy, am I really happy that this happened, or any feedback like that that you go on a report?
We get good feedback from the clients that we serve. They come in through the door with one issue, and one of the things I have to say with the center is that we sort of have our own continuum of care within the facility. They can come through the door because they have a health issue, and while they're with the health specialist, we learn that there are other issues that are happening or causing this family or this individual.
It's a female, and you find out there's a battering situation.
Absolutely, and so we learn more about what's going on, and we refer them to the next person who's able to help them and walk them through that process. So someone who comes in, for example, with a health issue, we learn that they may be in a domestic violence situation, and we refer them to our case manager, who then connects them to the Women's Center. We don't try to provide services that we're not good at.
Right.
We try to hand people off to the appropriate referral source and making sure that it occurs. We follow up with the clients to ensure that it did happen, and if it didn't, how can we assist them? Whether it's walking them to the actual appointment, setting it up with them, really helping them to really reach out and accept the services that they need. We have families who will come in with issues, again, from the school system, not understanding. And they'll come to us, with that need. We'll go with them and provide those translation services, and they'll come back saying, I've done X, Y, and Z that was required. Can you help me with the next phase of this, of this issue or this need? And we're able to do that. So we do get great feedback from the individuals.
So there's interaction with, I don't know how many agencies, somebody once said there's like 40 different groups.
Absolutely.
There's probably 24 that are more dynamic, and you all relate to one another, and you make those referrals as you...
Absolutely, and it's important for us to also know what the requirements are to refer those people adequately. You don't want to send people on a wild goose chase because it becomes frustrating. I mean, they come through the door frustrated because they don't understand the system, they don't know how to navigate it. You want to demystify that for them. You don't want to add to it. So on our end, it just behooves us to be aware of what's in the community, what services, what are the criteria they need to meet, what are the qualifying factors, and making sure that they meet those so that we can refer them and be successful.
So there might have been, let's say, a Hispanic center, a Hispanic couple rather, at that fire, the place that had the fire. And if they came over there and they needed some help, you know that there's other resources. Well, there's a group that will actually give you a deposit and help set you up. And that's another agency, but you can say we can do this, and this for you, but let's refer you, let's say, to Salvation Army, which is one of the entities that can help that way.
Absolutely, and we do that every day. I mean, just this past year in 2008, we served over 3,000 people, and again, that's a big number for a small agency. And the majority of that is a lot of referral of information where we handle whatever situation they present at the time, and whatever that situation is, we deal with it then, and then we refer. And it's amazing how they come back, and it gets through word of mouth how to get to the center, and so we get a lot of our clients through that avenue as well.
In other words, you help one family member, and then you have a cousin or something that comes, and so you got repeat business in the sense that it's the same family maybe, but extended family, but and somebody else. Issues. And is that about the average for the last couple of years? Is 3,500, something like that, roughly?
So we'll be the high 2,000 to 3,000 in there we're serving. And
what kind of a staff do you have?
We currently have, we actually have positions available at the Hispanic Center. We're looking to hire a part-time education coordinator to help these families with the whole education system. Our case manager just moved back to Peru, so we have our case management position available. And we have a health coordinator position available, which is a new position I created through grant writing to really expand on our health program because of the needs in the community.
You have somebody working at it, but you got another position.
Absolutely. It's expanding that program. So we have those positions currently available at the center.
It's good to get that out there because there's people watching the show.
Absolutely.
All right. And Candy, you have any plans this year to expand beyond the breakfast and have another fundraiser, or you can do it one at a time and no count, right?
I'm doing one at a time right now. We'll see how the breakfast goes, but then the gala is, the annual gala is in October, another big fundraiser, and looking forward to both of them, actually.
All right. And to just get the high sign, we got a few more minutes. And are you going to be doing something? Are you planning anything new with the website?
Actually, yes. Actually, we are working on a renewed image for our website, and I encourage everybody to check every so often because you might find surprises in there. By the way,
could you give your website again?
Sure. The website is HispanicCenterofDanbury.org, and again, check it out. Every so often you will find surprises in there. Those positions that Eva was talking about that are open are also listed in our website.
And
you can download
all the criteria,
all the job descriptions, and you can just download them right down from our website and call the center.
Okay. And while we're at it, the telephone number for the Hispanic Center, if there's any issues that have been uncovered by people watching that may want to call tomorrow, what's your telephone number?
203-798-2855.
Okay, and do you have an email?
I do.
Okay.
And we do. Hispanic Center at AOL.com. It's Hispanic Center at AOL.com. And if you want to reach me directly, it's hispaniced@snet.net.
Okay, very good. We still got 2 minutes. A summary of the things that you do. Let's put it that way. In a given week or a given month, what are the different things that you're doing as opposed to sitting behind the desk with a Tipperillo or something? You're making multiple trips to Hartford and Meriden. You know, what's a day or a week in the life of Eva Colon?
Well, it's a busy one at the Hispanic Center, being that we do have some vacancies, making sure that those clients who come through the door are being served. I wear multiple hats in that regard. I'm helping them from filling out forms, you know, to assisting a parent at a PPT, to, yes, going to Hartford to ensure that our funding isn't cut, that we have a voice in Hartford around our funding, to meetings in the community, to making sure that we maintain those connections and those collaborations live. So it can get pretty hectic on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis.
We had the time off a little bit. They're waving goodbye to me now, so I want to thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. And I want to thank the viewers for tuning in to the Community Forum. Tune in next week, same time, same station, and I'm sure we'll have another interesting program. Excuse me. Good night for now, and we'll see you then.
Okay.